Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon as the, I would probably not play, what is it? It says the Hunter. I would like to say that I would, pick it myself, but it says the Hunter. But I would also probably not play BCDD20T even if it showed up. Did we win that run, by the way? I can't remember if we actually did win that run that we did. I don't think we did. I think we got to like the Lich, which is still pretty good. I think that's number 2 on our, death counter, but I don't put too much stock into the death counter at this point. Hello, everybody. Welcome. And then there was silence. No, and then there was like, I don't know, it's Friday. There's not really much going on with me on a Friday. Well, that was just like the worst dodge. You know what I need to do? I need to, I feel like I've been getting actually worse at my scheduling in 2023 as opposed to 2022. I need to actually sit down and get some things figured out and sorted. For the past like 2 days in a row, I've completely forgotten to actually put up YouTube videos, and I've had to do it at like 4 p.m. right before I stream. That's on me, but that is something that I've got to just get better at, is just making sure that everything is scheduled properly. I've usually been pretty good about scheduling things ahead of time, but it is tough for me to remember when I have to record something, upload it, and schedule it for tomorrow, like for the immediate next day. That's a quick turnaround. But for the most part, I'm pretty good at it. I at least make sure that I get most of the steps completed, but I guess all I'm saying is, I'm sorry. But how's everyone doing out there in Gungeon Land? Are people having New Year's resolutions that they are sticking with? My only real New Year's resolutions really just boil down to streaming and YouTubing. I've got things on the horizon that I'm working on. /TM. I say that all the time, but no, in all seriousness. And otherwise, I am just having a good time playing games. Played a little bit of Isaac yesterday. That was a lot of fun. Reminds myself of just how much I like the game. I do know that I haven't played a lot of it. I have played a lot of it, but not recently. Part of that is just because, well, I completed the game, right? I 100%ed the save file, did all of the character unlocks, picked up all the items at least once. I mean, I've done that with Gungeon and I'm still playing it, but I guess Gungeon is just more of my jam. I will buy the key, please. But otherwise, let's go fight the boss. Well, you're annoying. I was thinking about actually making Isaac my warm-up run for the day. So instead of playing Gungeon every day, I would play a little bit of Isaac every day. And Isaac's a fun game. I was a little bit worried yesterday when I was playing it about my runs being a little long. I mean, the first run I did took like an hour and a half, but I was also trying to void up as many items as possible. And I really like the sort of min-maxing that you can get into in a game like Isaac. Just because whenever I play a roguelite, sure, that was just such a bad, I misclicked and I didn't blink, which is stupid. When I play a roguelite, I like trying to get more items and more synergies and everything. That's what I look forward to. Winning is obviously, fun as well, but I really want to do as much as I can in each individual run to try to be as interesting and strong as possible. Now, we can't open the chest, unfortunately. We will break everything. So yeah, maybe my runs get a little bit long. I try to keep it quick in Gungeon, although I do the extra bonus floors all the time, but it is what it is. What I really need is I need like a 30-minute roguelike. I need a game that I can play, pick up, and put down in, like 30 to 45 minutes. That way I can get more recordings done in a day. Yes, I'm only thinking about myself here. Mud, welcome. How you doing? ML Burke says, I started running again. That's your New Year's resolution, Burke? I mean, that's not a bad resolution. The TLDR there is more exercise and get in shape, I assume. I need to do more like, not running. I don't like running. I like hiking. I need to do more hiking. I used to do a lot of hiking back in the pre-COVID era, and then my hiking buddy said, hey, due to this COVID, I kind of don't want to hike for a while. Well, I don't want to be near anybody for a while, so we kind of just stopped hiking, and then we never really started up again. But I do live in, some people would call it rural. I would say this is not necessarily rural, but some people would say that, so there's definitely a lot of areas to hike in. But I'm not gonna make it a New Year's resolution. My only New Year's resolution revolves around online content creation for me. So, for my very funny, but for my New Year's, I promised to sit in front of my computer and play more video games. That's right, I'm gonna play more video games. Disposable account says, by the way, if you want to put Ligma in the chat, Twitch's chat poll, type it with a capital L. Oh, Lord. Disp says, I have a birthday in 3 days, so that's something. Well, happy, negative 3 days to your birthday. Plaza says, we like games here. I hope you like games here, because my plan is to play more games here. How long were the Scourgebringer runs? So, that's an interesting question. When I started playing Scourgebringer, the runs were like 30 to 40 minutes. Now that I've unlocked the true final floor as well as hard mode, runs will take like an hour and a half. So it's not really a 30-minute roguelite anymore. Now you could say the same thing about something like, Monster Train or Slay the Spire. You've got normal mode and then ascension mode, and every time you up the difficulty, it takes longer because there's more things happening and fights are harder. But, if I did want to play a little bit of Scourgebringer, which I still do at some point, I gotta find time to do it, it's gonna be a little bit more longer runs. One run I had of Scourgebringer, I can't quite remember exactly what it was, but the optimal strategy was to wait in each room for like a minute before I finished the room. Oh, it was because Fury, so a game like Enter the Gungeon, let's talk games. Let's talk games for a minute, okay? In the general sense. Games like Enter the Gungeon, this is a bullet hell game. There's a lot of bullets on the screen, you have a dodge roll. The style of gameplay is that you are dodging the bullets while also firing bullets at enemies. In that extent, it's kind of like a twin-stick shooter bullet hell game. You're moving with one stick, you're shooting with another stick, aiming and shooting with another stick. A game like, I was gonna say Isaac doesn't really have rechargeable mechanics. Well, by the way, okay, I should actually finish my train of thought. Gungeon is a bullet hell. You get blanks. The blanks are what you use to help clear your head and the space of the level you're in, clear the screen of bullets, give yourself a minute to think. Monolith has bombs, which are effectively the same thing. Monolith is a bit of a bullet hell game, and so you have 2 bombs that can replenish, but they replenish once every 3 rooms. You get 1 bomb, I believe. Scourgebringer actually has something similar, although they call it Fury, and it recharges based off of time. So Gungeon has blanks which recharge every floor. Monolith has bombs which recharge every 3 rooms. Scourgebringer has Fury which recharges over time. So unfortunately, the optimal strategy for Scourgebringer is to just stall every room. You kill everything on a room. When there's one enemy left, you just kind of walk around for like a minute and you wait for your Fury to recharge so you can use it every single room. Because there's no incentive to play fast. The incentive is to play slow. So I kind of dislike that mechanic to a degree. I would prefer it if, you know, it was recharged off of damage done to enemies. Oh wait, that's already a thing in that game. It's called your bullets, your gun, your ranged weapon recharges off of damage that you deal. Which, to an extent, is also what it is in Wizard of Legend. You know, you charge your signature in Wizard of Legend based off of the damage that you're doing to enemies. All of these roguelike games, or at least a lot of them, have some sort of a recharging mechanic to them. Some alt ability, I said alt, not alt, but an ultimate ability that the player can use. Blanks, bombs, Fury. What was the other example I had? Whatever it was. Signature from Wizard of Legend. Isaac doesn't. It's kind of the odd man out in that regard, but I suppose it's also the oldest one of those games, and so maybe it wasn't necessarily in style to have a charging ultimate ability for a player at that point in time. You know, you get bombs and keys and consumable drops, but that's it. So anyways, I forget what the whole point of this conversation was. Oh, that's the reason why my Scourgebringer runs take a long time. Because I had a run, and the optimal strategy was wait for Fury to recharge in every room, try to turn that into healing, because you can get healing out of it, and then inch your way to success, but it took like 2 hours. It was a good run, though. Not the most engaging gameplay, but you know, a win's a win, right? Nah, whatever. I don't care. I just want you to die. Thank you. We at least have a gun that we can use for bosses now. Kind of a little bit of a lack of weapons on this run so far, but you know, eventually we will pick up enough good weapons that we can get carried by the game. We'll have, you know, our access to weapons and items grant us what we need to succeed. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. Glaza says, like, FTL crew kill rewards. You talking about, like, giving yourself as many advantages as possible? I mean, I suppose there's some truth to that. You know, in FTL you do want to crew kill whenever possible to get the best rewards. Although I suppose the best rewards in that game are try to get the enemy to surrender, so you get 1 roll of the RNG dice for loot, and then if you don't like the reward, then you crew kill them. You get another roll of the RNG loot dice. Your new welcome, how you doing? Why are all the names taken? 3 Mr. Clark Nova. Hello! Hello. I'm just talking nonsense. There's a lot of min-maxing you can do in games. I like to do the min-maxing to an extent. In Isaac, I mean, as you've seen, I should say, for the runs that I played yesterday, I did quite a bit of min-maxing, but it's fun min-maxing, I think. Not fun min-maxing is the Scourgebringer min-maxing of I'm just running around in a circle waiting for a timer to recharge. I'll do it because I still like that game, but I'm not gonna appreciate it. I'm not gonna appreciate that this is what the game is forcing me to do. Man, my weapons are trash still. That's a secret room. I mean, we have excess blanks, we'll use one. We got a key out of it for free. We got a water gun, which is nice in case we come across a shop. You know what I mean, the black market, the super shop. I think I will go and fight you. With the Void Core Cannon, this isn't gonna be terrible. We'll probably have to spend a blank to block, you know, one of the attacks from this guy. You only want to use a blank. Actually, it was more damage than I thought. You only want to use a blank when he's doing an attack that's not the bouncing ball. Bouncing ball is easy enough to dodge. Still have this crest too. What was it? Did we fail the crest on the last run? I think we did. Well, not what we want. Keep going. The news says I came back from work, did some workout, watching Abe. Seems like a good day, I guess. Minus the workout and instead playing more games. It's being productive if you're me. Oh my gosh, just more enemies. Now I'm getting like upset at Gungeon. I'm like, stop giving me more combat rooms. It's not like there's much else that you can get. You know, it's not like you're gonna get a room that's, oh, if you have flight, you get a free item. How cool would that be though? I can dodge roll over pits like a champ. Well, something tells me the Molotov is not gonna be helpful here. Hello. Clonk. What do we got? Anything good? Nope. But, ooh, we do have a bit of a blank synergy here. You love to see Mr. Blank Man. If you could add, well actually now I don't even know if we can afford the blank. If you could add more shops, what kind of a shopkeeper would you add? Like what would oh, we definitely cannot afford that. It's kind of sad actually. What would the thematics of the shop be? Because we got a blank shop, we got like a key shop. Maybe there would just be like a good shop. He said it. Yeah, a lot of the shops are not that good. Actually, a lot of the shops are pretty good. I think it's because they are so limited in what they can hold. Because they're limited, you actually get like a very consistent idea of what you can expect from one of those shops. I feel like there's a secret room in here. Did we already find it? We already found it from the main shop. I don't know, the wall coloring just kind of looks like it is appropriate for something. But let's get out of here. Did we already pick up a gun on the floor? I think we did, just in case. We'll do this. Let's do it. Okay, not really the boss I wanted to fight, but hey, at least the Molotov launcher does work for some reason. Go. Yeah, at least we have a, you know, one okay weapon for this. For boss fights, I should say. I would definitely hate to still be rolling like a crossbow this late in the game. I say late, it's 4-2, but... Ooh, glass cannon. Well, at least now... Are you red? At least now we don't have to worry about boss-killing weapons. We have no way of stealing. We cannot get the ammo lit, so I'm just gonna buy the key and then open up a chest. Now, this is gonna be a gun. I actually feel like a gun is totally appropriate. Okay, I would have preferred a good gun. Instead, we picked up science cannon. Rip. But that's fine. We'll live with it. Which is the Huntsman? 54? Oh my. Some shop that accepts armor as currency doesn't exist, says Dernunu. An armor shop. You know, what you've reminded me of is maybe not an armor shop, but a deal with the devil shop, like something from Isaac. That could be an interesting shop. You know, there is a cursed shop that gives you items for curse, but there's no shop that gives you items for, well, it's curse and money. And money, but there's no shop that gives you items just straight up for your life. There is a shopkeeper that gives you money for your life, so there's a lot of like little variability in there. You just take far too much ammo. But like a deal with the devil shop would actually be kind of cool, I think. You know me, I would absolutely go all in. I'll go down to 1 HP, I don't care. Sometimes I do think to myself how to implement Isaac things into Gungeon. I'm like, okay, if I was making the world's best Gungeon mod, how would I make a deal with the devil situation happen? Like, how would I implement a deal with the devil in Gungeon? In my head, here's how it goes. In my head, it's a portal that opens up like on the floor after you fight a boss surrounding the reward pedestal. So you have the opportunity to like teleport to like an inverted pyramid, and then when you use it, it goes straight to like a deal with the devil room. And inside there's Santa. And he's upset that he ordered a Santa teleporter and instead they sent him a Saint teleporter. That's my thoughts. But hey, it's Gungeon. It fits. Everything in this game's a pun or a joke, right? Well, that gun did not really last very long. Now it's out of ammo. Although in my head, I'm also thinking to myself, I wonder if, like, Krampus would make a good appearance, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a lot about Krampus. I know that Krampus steals kids and puts them in a bag, but like, that's all I know. I don't really follow up on the lore of the anti-Santas. Santa from Futurama says mud. Yeah, what if it's just like, here's high quality weaponry from Santa. I could see that. Excuse me, you're not dead. You're also not on fire. Now you're on fire. Please get on fire more. I could really use a better, like, room clearing weapon. We've got the Void Core Cannon, but that's like for bosses. Is the only weapon. Well, I guess we do have glass cannon now. Naughty and nice, listen, everything. I'm like, could you like get yourself on the naughty list? Yes, if you're a thief. If you're a thief, you get on his naughty list. Yo, I kind of like that idea actually. And so if you're on his naughty list, you get a lump of coal. You don't even burn. There's ideas in here. There are ideas for, you know, Gungeon 2, Electric Boogaloo. We just need to convince Dodge Roll to actually make it. We need to convince them to invest the resources into a complete remake of Gungeon 2.0. We'll call it Enter the Gungeon Rebirth. You have to fight him? Well, that's like very Isaac-y. Damn it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Evil Santa is supposed to be ruthless. Ho, ho, ho. Well, even in Futurama, Evil Santa is sometimes not bad. He's not good, but he's not like always completely evil. Sometimes he is like, I need your help to save Christmas. And then he terrorizes them after the fact. Oh, Christmas just isn't what it used to be. No one's afraid of Santa anymore. Aw, that's not true, Santa. I'm still afraid of you. Oh, well, that's too kind, Fry. Because you know it's Fry who's saying that. Sure. You liked Zoidberg? You know what? Zoidberg was on the nice list. Eatlu, welcome. Or Blue, I should say. I get it. I do like that idea. If you're on the naughty list, you have to fight him, maybe. Or he just gives you a lump of coal, or like, you know, anything you could think of. Anything at all you could think of. Well, at least we do have ammo coming our way. This run blows. I'm trying to ignore that fact, but currently this run blows. Carthaginian, welcome. Doc got the new pogo stick. Zoidberg did get a pogo stick. Oh, there's Chrissia, how you doing? We've got Mud and Chrissia here. Mud was playing Valheim and Chrissia was playing Isaac. I still think one of these days I do need to hop into Craft's stream when Mud is playing with him and make fun of him for, I don't know, believing in the Norse gods? Or running around naked in the woods and punching trees for wood? I'm not a big survival game guy. I used to be pretty into it. Not so much anymore. Chrissy, I hope you were having a good time playing Isaac, and Mud, I hope you were having a good time playing Valheim. If that is the game I'm thinking of, right? The one where you run around in the woods, punch trees, and then worship the Norse gods? Sounds about right, right? Oh, that's a crack. I saw that post in the Discord, by the way, of someone who had a rainbow chest from Alburn. And then like a second rainbow chest on the same run. F you, please. Please give me rainbow chests. It's been very chill, says Mud. A chill game, huh? I like chill games, that's why I play Gungeon. Dude, our weapons suck. But I tell you what, Science Cannon sucks probably the most of everything. And then this is out of ammo. So there you go. Remember, we have glass cannon. So we've got something for the floor at least. We got backup gun. I don't even know if this is any good. It probably isn't. Let's do it. I've never seen black hole gun in a shop before, says Bane Gas. I've seen it a few times. It's always too expensive, like most things in shops. We have no glass guanstone anymore, so we gotta be a little bit careful. I'm gonna kind of mix between the two guns, because I like the damage of the cannon, but I also like not losing it if I get hit once, and I like being able to break bullets. Now, if only I could get those backup gunshots to bounce or something. Bouncing bullets would be amazing, but I think we had bouncing bullets on the last run, so I doubt we're gonna get it on this run. That was a dumb hit to take. It wasn't even bad, it was just dumb because I just kind of stood still. Excuse me. We know these patterns though. Oh, I missed my shot though. We've done this time and time again. One more. Good stuff. Garcia says, Valheim is chill until you leave Meadows. I don't understand. Got hip holster too. I mean, I would have loved to have had that before the boss fight. Hip holster glass cannon is great. It's great. We will grab our ammo. Grab it for the glass cannon. Should have grabbed the Guanstone for the fight too. And then we're done, we're out. How do I feel about this run right now? I mean, it's winnable, it's just not very good, and prepare for like a slog of a third floor. Darnunu says, Valheim looks interesting, but I heard it's too short. Too short. Okay, I guess we're skipping the third floor. Thank you, teleporter prototype. I didn't want to do the third floor anyways. You think I wanted to get like additional items in my run or something? Stupid. Who would want to get more money, guns, items, and passive synergies? Who do you think we are, video game players? Well, you know what? There's chests, but they're probably both locked. Am I immune to fire? Why am I immune to fire? Maybe a synergy with the Guanstone makes me immune to fire. That's my guess. That's what you get for using the teleport early access? It's not locked! It's a gun! It's homing shots? Dude, I'll take it. So, I mean, for anyone asking what the hell happened, teleporter prototype has a very small chance of just teleporting you off the floor. So it teleported us to the next floor instead of letting us continue just exploring the current floor. So we skipped the whole third floor in about a millisecond. In case you can't tell, that's not what I wanted. But now that it's done, let's make the most of it. Get into the fire. Thank you. So is the reload Molotov not doing anything? Or is it homing? Let's see. Yeah, the reload Molotov doesn't light anything on fire. This is gonna be a short run, says Bane Gas. I mean, yeah, we're looking at like maybe 50 minutes. I'm not gonna say that's short. It might be a little bit longer though, because since my weapons are not that good, we're gonna be suffering a little bit from damage output. Excuse me. Seems horrible and great. Well, mostly horrible. You know what, let's do it again. Here we are. You know, in a game like Gungeon, Isaac, in any roguelite where you have random loot drops, you want as many as possible because that's how you increase the likelihood of yourself getting the highest quality gear and things that actually make your run better. Losing out on an entire floor's worth of stuff and not getting any keys on the first two floors, it's severely limiting our access to items, which is limiting our actual offensive potential here. Like, we just don't really have a lot of offensive potential. We're kind of just suffering to an extent, to a large extent. Erdunu says, I haven't seen Abe get cloned in a while. I think that did happen relatively recently. Should probably wait in case there's a key shop, but I'm lazy. Should at least wait until you hit the main shopkeep, probably. At least we've got the cold 45, which is good for locking down enemies, but... We get Scouter. I mean, that's a damage upgrade. I'm willing to take it. Yvonne MTZC. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Haven't seen you in a while either, but it's good to see you. Oh, come on. The Molotov it's not gonna curve into the enemy, it's gonna curve away from the enemy behind me. Oh, thanks, game. Thanks, game. What the heck? Oh, I teleported out of this room. I also did not see you spawning. Taking a little damage, but I'm not really worried about this. This is the standard, oops, one guy spawned behind me. Milk Jug says, oh, hi, Abe. I said hi, but you didn't notice. Actually, I did notice, but I was in the middle of a topic of conversation. It wasn't a very important topic of conversation, but how you doing, Milk Jug? Now I'm gonna yell at you. You can yell at me anyone can yell at me all they want. I am happy to accept your yelling. I'm over here! What are you gonna give me? Oh, good. Bad glasses. Well, grenade lets us steal. Just wanted to teleport. I think I just want the Scouter? Although I guess we could steal the Scouter and then keep teleporter prototype. Do you think we could teleport out of the dragon floor and teleport straight down into bullet hell? I hope not. Eye of the Beholster. I mean, the weapons that we have are fine, but nothing that we have is like particularly amazing. Nothing that we have is like incredible. I'm gonna get rid of the teleporter. We got our laugh out of it, I think. Nearly screwed the run. I do think, though, I'm gonna get the flashbang and steal the Scouter. Then we can steal something on the next floor, too. All right, let's do this. I missed my shots, but it doesn't matter. Yvonne says, I saw you playing Isaac a couple of days ago. Yesterday, actually. Not my jam, I don't know why it's often compared to Gungeon. I mean, they're both roguelites that feature dungeon exploration, boss fights, item rooms, shops, consumable drops, management of resources, difficulties. Like, mechanically, ooh, Bafflets is really nice. Mechanically, there's a ton similar between the games. Like, gameplay loop-wise, they're virtually identical. Enter dungeon, go room to room in combat, killing enemies, get an item room, get loot, fight a boss, go down to the next floor. There's a lot to compare about the games, but I can understand people who prefer one or the other. To each their own for everything. I'm going to drop the glasses. I'm gonna drop the junk, and then the junk, and then the junk, and I think I'm just gonna go. I can steal something on the next floor. Bane Gas says, not gonna lie, I liked Isaac. I mean, you even said, I believe it was you who said, I should buy Isaac at some point. I mean, I would recommend it. Isaac's a fun game. Okay, I do love the huge Excalibur laser shots. I guess it's not a laser, is it? It's a sword. Still, I like it. Yeah, it looks fun. It is fun. Please don't. Someone else over here, I know that. Thank you. Man, we have a need for more items. Like, we definitely have enough to win on the run, but it's certainly like one of the least confident and least strong runs we've had in a long time. I'll pet the dog, I'll pet him later. At least when we get out of this floor. You're not dead yet, huh? There you go. Oh my god, getting so much ammo. Ammo-wise, it's pretty good. Take that for the Void Core Cannon. Oh, we lost ammo capacity on everything. Ah. That's why the numbers seem low. How did you light on fire? What's the challenge for today's run? I guess the challenge for today's run is, you know, can we win a run without anything higher than green quality items? I'd say without good, like, weapons or ammo as well, but in the past couple of rooms we picked up actually several ammo drops, so ammo's not a problem for now. How are you still alive, Hammer? I guess I didn't really do anything to stop you. All right, and this is where it all comes around, because now we've got glass cannon and RC rocket. I don't even know why we need the RC rocket at this point. Like, what are we really going to use it for? Enemies? Rooms? I guess there's gonna be a lot of rooms with, you know, nasty enemies on them in bullet hell. It's another gun in the toolbox, I suppose. Blindfold run when? No, it's blindfold rat. Has anyone ever played like Isaac and done a blindfolded run before? Has anyone ever done like a blindfold Tetris run? Even on that, I'm like, how the hell would that work? All right, out of ammo. Can you steal more than one item at a time, or what happens if you try? Okay, here's how stealing works. Every shop has independent steal chances, except Bello's shop. Bello, the main shopkeeper dude, will remember you floor after floor. Every other shop in the game is unique to its individual instance of the shop. With that being said, what this means is the first time you steal from a shop, it's guaranteed. Follow-up attempts at stealing from the shop are not guaranteed. And what that means is that the shopkeeper will catch you, you know, say you can't steal from me, and then piss off. Now, if you have a stealth item, smoke bomb, flash bang, charming rounds, your first steal is free, and it'll succeed guaranteed. Future attempts at stealing may or may not work, but probably won't work. I think it's like a 50-50, but it's actually like, I think in practice, it's much smaller chance of it succeeding. If you have a grappling hook, you guaranteed will steal, but you're also virtually guaranteed to be caught. I think it's like a 90-something% chance of being caught. I think not getting caught when you're stealing with a grappling hook is actually a bug. Oh, fat bullets, these guys, I love it. So, TLDR, if you have a stealth item or a grappling hook, you can guarantee to steal once. If you use the grappling hook, you're also guaranteed to get caught. But the TLDR is basically just, you can steal once per shot. Beyond that, it's not a guarantee. But like, it's garbage. The real question is what exactly happens when you try to steal with the grappling hook and it succeeds and you don't get caught. I don't really know what causes that. It's gotta be like just some random variation in the game. Like it's trying to play a line of dialogue from the shop and then as a result, he doesn't catch you or something, I don't know. Blue says, I've seen the Super Mario 64 blindfold runs. Yeah, but like for a game like that, that makes sense because there's legitimately no variation if you play the game exactly the same every time. Like it's not like you have a seeded run and there's a variation. Enemies will move in exactly the same pattern. That's why tool-assisted speedruns can work. Now that still requires an extreme amount of like care and concentration and everything, but I imagine it would be a lot harder to play a game like Isaac, right? Unless every time you walk into a room, the game tells you exactly what the room is. Because every room in that game has an ID. But then you'd have to like literally remember every single room and know exactly how fast you're traveling at every point in time. It's impossible. Dog having a health bar concerns me, says Rennell. Never watch any of my runs where the dog gets sucked up into a black hole. Rip dog on those runs. Luckily, we don't have black hole gun in this run, right? Well, dude, the shop sucks. Main gas says, how many secret rooms are in Isaac? 2 per, technically 3 per floor, but 2 main ones per floor. A primary and a secondary secret room. If I'm playing Gungeon and you hear me talk about Gungeon's primary and secondary secret rooms, it's a similar principle in Isaac. There's a primary secret room every floor, and there's a special super secret room, or I call it a secondary secret room every floor. And they both have different spawn mechanics, just like in Gungeon. Although I suppose in Gungeon it's the same spawn mechanic, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's weighted differently depending on what room you're in. But in actuality, you probably just don't actually see a lot of the secret rooms, and as a result, you have like a little bit of survivorship bias. Because, you know, you only, I don't know what you, money maybe? You only internalize the ones that you find and not the ones that you have missed. Your data set is incomplete. Going this way. What is this thing not? Oh, this thing doesn't pierce obstacles, does it? Ah. Well, we are out of ammo for this gun now. What do we have left? Well, we got a lot of guns left. I'm not really worried about ammo, I don't think. Happy to kind of help, says Taken 3. Oh god, we're on a first name basis now. I just say Taken. Please. Thank you. Still have one flashbang, but nothing really to do with it. This seems like an okay flashbang room. I'll accept it. Just to kill the dog. Dude, honestly, screw you. Actually, that was hunt complete. What? I beg your pardon? When was I on a hunt? I don't remember ever being on a hunt. I must have talked to him post completed all of his hunts, and then he gave me like a bonus hunt, like a final hunt. It's the final hunt. Do-do-do-do. Because he'll give you random hunts for random enemies in the game and give you like 4 hegemony credits per one. If you want the slowest possible way of gaining hegemony credits, there you go. You know what would be fun is if he gave you like a Blessing of Eden situation where you could get like free items for your next run. Or heck, you could just like start with a loadout or something. Start with an item. Like, what item would you like to start with on the next hunt? Oh, master of hunting. And you'd be like, yeah, give me makeshift cannon, please. That would be pretty swell. You're not gonna die, huh? All right, this is gonna loop. Calazo says, we didn't 100%. No, we did. That's just one of those infinite renewable hunting quests. It doesn't unlock anything. But to be fair, you know, I didn't do 100% of the things you can do in Gungeon on the save file. I haven't done it with my A slot save file. I never did get a D20 shrine to blow up. Oops, I got stuck on a wall. But also, I didn't worry about getting any of the like truly RNG things, like finding the high dragonfire gun. I didn't really care about trying to grind that out because that's just literally time. You know, it's not skill, it's not surviving runs, it's, hey, just get to the second floor and shoot all the walls until you find it. It'll happen after like, I don't know, 10,000 runs maybe. Never found a rainbow chest. Haven't done Beholster Shrine. Did we even find the Beholster Shrine once in that save file? Probably, but not much more than that. So yeah, I didn't complete 100% of everything because that would have just been tedious and also taken like 800 years. So I didn't really care. For Turtle on PC rumors, says Clark Nova. I mean, it's not a rumor, it's gonna be out, right? I don't know when. I've heard good things about it. Part of Bob Rich, welcome. How you doing? Ain't that a cat? Yeah, it's a dog. If you ask me. Which means it's probably wrong. Which means it is wrong. Me no good with animals. Oh my god, it's a chest. With the blooper. Milchug says, Chris played Returnal, seems pretty good. He recommended it. He said it did seem like a fun game. You know, when it comes out on PC and it has a 32 gigabyte recommended memory, maybe I'll check it out. All right, we have stuff. Isn't it a corgi? Looks like a corgi to me. You mean dog? Hey, dog. I can't pet the dog. Bionic Lettuce, hello as well. I hope those shots hit. Bam! Wow, I do not have that much ammo. Luckily, I've got another gun. Displacer beast, yeah. He just calls it a big blue dog because he's weird. It's got fur, it's got 4 legs, and it runs around trying to bite me. It's a dog. Just like every other animal I know in my life. I hate that attack. That's more like a cat to me. This is not a cat. You are smoking some stuff if you think this is a cat. All right, please die, Lich. Well, in the end, like, bosses weren't really a problem. We had some pretty okay boss weapons after, like, the 2nd floor. Room-wise, though, we didn't really have anything amazing, but we had enough to get through the bullet hell anyways. Clifford's insane cousin. Yeah, you got a big red dog called Clifford. You got a big blue dog called Displacer Beast. Could as well be a hamster. I don't know hamsters to shoot bullets, though. That's the featherless biped is a man argument, though. Zoranistan. What featherless biped is man? Is an ostrich a biped? It does only have 2 legs. I've never seen an ostrich on all 4s. Anyways, hey, over 15 minutes is kind of what I thought would happen. Good run, though. We completely skipped 1 floor, so we don't really have too many items, but still okay. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch. Or when I go live, support the channel, any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next round of Enter the Gungeon.